We are taste testing dehydrated potatoes today. So join me in the kitchen and let's get started. Hey folks, this is Casey and I'm one Mellow Marigold. Today's video is actually a follow-up video from the dehydrated mashed potatoes video I did the other week. If you want to find out if it's worth it, I'm going to encourage you to go back and watch that one first. After that video posted, a viewer at Myrtle Leaf Nursery suggested, hey, why don't you try a different type of potato and see if you get a different result? She suggested russets. And I thought, heck yeah, why not? In that video, I used red potatoes because those just happen to be my favorite cooking potato, and I sort of get into a habit. But russets are a great idea, and so are yellow potatoes. So I thought that was a great suggestion, and I love an experiment. So let's try it again, adding 2 more types of potatoes, see if it makes a difference and if it's really worth it. So I hopped over to the store, grabbed a bag of russets, grabbed a bag of yellows, and put both of them through all the same paces. So we chopped them up, boiled them, mashed them up, put them through the dehydrator, put them through the food processor, and then I actually added one different step. This next step was a suggestion by another viewer who had just watched my tomato powder video, which was also a lot of fun. Lori Law said that when she makes tomato powder, in addition to putting it through the food processor and the spice grinder, that she actually sifts her powder and puts back in to re-mill any little hard, gritty pieces that just didn't break down real small. I thought, hey, if it's good for tomatoes, you can do it for potatoes too. So I added that step to make sure we had a really fine potato powder to work with. Let's get to mixing these up. In each glass, you see, I am putting 2 tablespoons of each type of potato powder into each glass. And then I've got just a basic little spice blend of salt, pepper, garlic powder. Everybody gets 1/4 teaspoon. And then everybody gets 1/4 tablespoon of butter. Next, I'm adding 1/2 cup of hot water. You could certainly use chicken stock if you have that on hand too. Give it a little stir. And I'm going to just cover them loosely with a towel and let them sit for 5 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, are you ready? I'm so excited. Okay, first we're going to try the red potato, no skins. This is the one I did in that last video. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. There we go. This is after 5 minutes. It's a little firm. I probably could have added just a little bit more water, but let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's mashed potatoes. It's a little, I don't know, congealy? Is that a word? All right. Okay, and then next, we're going to do the red potato again. We're going to do the ones with the skins. Now, I did go back and re-sift and re-mill what I had powdered up the last time. So that might make a difference too. Here we go. There's a little goober of dry down there. So there's the texture. It's just a little darker, right, with the skins. The texture is a little less stiff than the other one was, but here we go. Mashed potatoes. They taste a little better than the last one. I think it's the texture. It's definitely, so like the skins give it a richer potatoey flavor. So if you'd like a lighter flavor, maybe it's not for you. I like it. I think I do. Next up, we're going to do the yellow potatoes, no skin. Okay, that's what they look like. Here we go. Okay, wait, we can eat another bite. I kind of like this too. I don't know that I'm equipped to describe the difference exactly. Smoother, a little smoother in texture. It doesn't taste like whipped mashed potatoes. You're missing that kind of light, fluffy sort of feel, but the taste is there. Okay, we're curious. We got one more to go. This is the big one. These are the russets, no skins. Oh, my production assistant really should have stirred these better. Darker in color, That's what it looks like in there. Oh, it's a different smell. Okay, ready? Mm. Yeah. I really honestly feel like I should have a bigger, more exciting reaction for you. But like, I'm not excited. I'm not like, yes, this is going to be the most amazing thing. You should totally do this forever. But I'm not super disappointed. Okay. All right, let's do a little review. This is my ranking order. Red potatoes without the skin, I just don't like it. It's just a textural thing. It doesn't feel quite right. I just don't love it. I have tried this in as a soup thickener, and I did really enjoy that. So as a soup thickener, great. As a mashed potato replacement, ugh. I'm actually going to put the russet in the number 2 category. Again, it's kind of a textural thing. This texture feels a little bit more like that texture mixed together. It's not a bad taste. Again, you could probably use it great as a soup thickener, but it just doesn't like it's fine. It's just not, yay, mashed potatoes, right? And then number 2 and number 1. Number 2 is the red potatoes with the skins on. I really like this flavor. I can't tell you what it is about the skins that makes this texture so different from this texture, but it's definitely better. This has a better mashed potato-ier texture than these two did. This was actually really pretty good. And then I'm going to say the yellow potatoes are my number 1. I think these are the best with the skins and all. It's a lovely potato flavor. It's not quite as strong as the reds with the skins on. The texture's not bad. I'll be honest, I'm not going to use any potato powder to make mashed potatoes unless I really have to. If I am able, I will always just make fresh mashed potatoes. If I cannot, for some reason, this is certainly going to give you calories. It's going to fill your belly. It's going to be just fine. You should do it, feel comfortable with it. But if I have the option, none of these are going to be mashed potatoes in my house. But I wonder how it would work too with maybe making like a shepherd's pie where you've got crust and you've got other ingredients. So that might be another cool way to use this other than just in soups. I love trying new things. So if you happen to have a suggestion for another way to use the potato powder other than like as a soup thickener or, as mashed potatoes, I would love to hear it and give it a try. If you want to see a more detailed video of how I dehydrated the potatoes in the first place, hop back to that dehydrated mashed potatoes video. And of course, if you like this, I hope you subscribe. I love hanging out with you guys. I love forming community. If you don't like this, well, I'm not everybody's taste. I understand. It's all good. Don't worry about it, honey. I still love you. That's going to be it for me today. I'm so glad we did this. This was lots of fun. Go yellow potatoes. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.